Hi, I'm Maggie Lakowski from Maggie Moon Tarot, and today I'm going to do an unboxing of the Witch's Moon for June. And before I do the unboxing, I always like to do a little mini reading. And tomorrow is the summer solstice for us here in the Northern Hemisphere. So it's a great day to get outside. If you're an early bird, get up with the sun. You'll have a long day for fun things. And also before tonight, sunset is a good time to just be outside and look at the changing, shifting season. So let's take a look and see what our message is. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The High Priestess is the first card. So with the High Priestess, if there's any internal work that we need to do coming up today, this week, it's a good time to do it. And also, whenever we have these shifts in seasons or celebrations, it's a liminal time. It's that time in between. So find those liminal times for you, whether it's a time of year like the solstice that we're looking at that's coming in. Get it a little closer so you can see the card, or the liminal time before the day starts to do our work, the internal work, or the liminal time whenever the sun is setting and before night comes in. So she's a reminder, what internal work do we need to do, and liminal spaces are good times to do it. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. That's a card of, can also be seen as a card of work, pentacles, money, things that we can see and touch. And generally, there is a person studying this pentacle intently, and he has 7 other pentacles on the wall. So we're looking at things that we love to do. And also this High Priestess coming in, doing our internal work first. That always helps us when we're actually doing the physical work, because Pentacles is about the physical realm. And then the last card is the King of Pentacles. So we have another Pentacles card. So we have a major arcana, the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles always, I usually have an Eight of Pentacles in my wallet. To me, it's a lucky card for prosperity. I wanted to mention that. And the King of Pentacles is reminds us about being grounded. Earth, this is a card of Earth, Pentacles is Earth, and being grounded in what we do. Whenever we bring things to, and because the King is about, it's a mature card in the Royal. So it's really bringing things full circle. It's the maturity, it's grounding, it's creating in a sustainable way. I feel like I'm reading this card as creating in a sustainable way, using good judgment in our financial matters. So that's something that we may want to look at today, this week, whenever you're looking at this reading, is looking at financial matters and making good judgments, and also generosity. So that's our little mini reading. And let's take a look at what's in the June box. A few things out so then I can put it over here and open things up as we go along. They always include things to fly off. It's a little bit of a windy day here. I'm at the beach. Yay, my happy place. And they always give you a guide to what's in. And this is called the Mystical Guide. And said, throughout our journey, we find specific guides that call to us and resonate with our spiritual essences. These mystical guides come in a variety of shapes and sizes from different times and tales. Within our magical practices, we recognize these energies with much respect and gratitude. And so they recommend taking time to connect with the items in the box, with the spiritual guides, and the spiritual guides that resonate with us that may not be here, but that we work with. And so let's take a look. We have okay, so the statue is the first thing they talk about. It's a brass dragon altar statue. And They're well-known mythical creatures, the dragons. Wow, this is gorgeous. And it has looks like a pyrite stone. And so let's open him up. Let's open this. Oh, this is a beautiful dragon. I don't know if you can see the gold on the dragon. And I'll just read a little bit. It says, dragons have been found within ancient stories of lore and magic throughout almost every demographical history known to man. These wonderful and significant creatures have been so prominent within history and the world, it's impossible to dismiss their presence, power, and significance. And it talks about, it's really some interesting things here. It looks like it goes through on the dragon. And then in the end, it says, we recommend creating a specific altar for these astral spirits, keeping vibrant and valuable stones and talisman available for offerings. Because whenever we do create offerings for when we are honored by our ancestors, whether it's our guides. So they also mention this, and that's probably why the pyrite is here as an offering. And it says, we urge you to open your mind and foster your curiosity towards these beings so that you might have the opportunity to gain wisdom and insight along your path. And they talk about that there's different families of the dragons as guides. And so that's an interesting thing to read about. This is gorgeous. It's here. And then they have a dragon sigil. Always the sigils that they offer have a little dot at the top. This one you can tell which way it goes because it has the writing. I call upon my dragon guardian. So this is a sigil you can use. And they have the Book of Shadows artwork, and this is by A.E. Alden, and it is Dragons of the East. This is beautiful. And let me read a little bit about this. It says this is a wonderful reference guide, and it will inspire you and provide information supporting you along with your studies and implementations with dragons. And see if I can read a little bit about this. This says, Eastern dragons universally symbolize great spirituality and prosperity. Their incredible longevity lends their many representations and ideologies, further exemplified through transformative and insight, wisdom accumulated over a 3,000-year lifespan. So it goes on to talk about the dragon. And then they have a spell candle that they've anointed. And this is to work with your dragon guides. They recommend handwriting the intentions on the parchment paper they've included before lighting the candle, and to document your experiences. So this is a beautiful, I won't pull it all off, but a beautiful candle. Let's take a look and see what's next on our list. This is a gorgeous box. The dragon is, I don't have a large dragon. I have a dragon talisman from a friend, Ron. I'll put his link down under the video. And he wrapped stones, and I think it was a selenite stone with a dragon talisman or a dragon charm. It's beautiful. And so we have and the candle. Let's see what it if it says what it was rolled in. Sometimes they will say with oils of clove and cinnamon. So that's what the candle has, of clove and cinnamon. So this will smell amazing. So when we light this, and also I find if you do candle magic or work with candles, you can put it safely on your candle holder or on wood and allow it to the wax just to run down, and then you can cut out a symbol out of the wax once it's dry to also use for your intention or your altar. So that's kind of one candle magic thing that I do use. And then they have dragon scale magical anointing oil. So let's take a look and see. That's probably in here. And this is created with for protective boundaries for yourself around ritual tools to anoint your magical tools yourself. So just said visualize a thick and unbreakable aura surrounding you as you anoint your skin or your tools. We recommend reciting your intention out loud. And it has cinnamon, black pepper, clove oils, basil, golden seal leaf, day leaf, and Bavarian inside the oil. So it always says, you know, if you're sensitive, just do a skin swatch. It has an amazing smell. And then they have the Pyrite Crystal. And this stone, it's a stone of many attributes. It's fantastic to use work with on the astral plane or for etherical guides. It's commonly a protector. It also has an immense ability to foster a perfect ideal or physical, intellectual, or emotional health. And it gives us a great ability to set intentions. So it enhances our ability to understand messages and signs from our guides. And its vibratory number is 3. 3 is a number, I'm a numerologist, so 3 is a number of creating. It's taking the 2 and then, like the Empress and in Tarot, and birthing things, having fun. People that have a lot of 3s in their charts are very generous. They want everything to be beautiful, look beautiful. They want to help people. So they're great in helping, but they have a very sunny energy. Probably the happiest number of all the 9 numbers. They're all great, but that one is, the 3 is one of my favorites. And then they have some herbs here. The herbs they have are thyme leaf, basil, and ground sage. So, you know, basil is a common household herb that, you know, we all have in our cabinets. But it's also, for this collection, they've incorporated it into, because of its protective energies, into your space. And its planetary association is Mars, elemental association is fire, and gender is masculine. And then with the ground sage, similar to sagebrush, and it has a lot of different magical results, but they've included it not only to provide protection, but to also enhance our ability to find and retain messages of wisdom from ancient guides and ancestral spirit companions. And you can use it as an incense or simply place it upon your dragon altar as a token of eagerness and curiosity to work with the dragon. And its planetary association is Jupiter. Elemental association is air, and the gender is masculine. And then the last herb is the thyme leaf, and that's a wonderful herb for courage. It's called the courage herb, and it's a great companion during times of uncertainty or anxiety. It can also enhance psychic powers, work with your intuition, so with that high priestess energy, and develop divinatory abilities, and creating a dialogue with our guides. And its planetary association is Venus, elemental association is water, and gender is as the feminine, is the female gender. Those, and what else is in? The Secret Sacred Salt. I always have some herbs in here. It smells nice. It's always filled to the top. And this is, they've created the blend with the intention of opening your spiritual curiosity and fostering your ability to stay intensely focused on your intentions. As you sink into the beautiful aromas of the sacred salt, visualize a bright light consuming your aura, expanding around you. Relax and let go of preconceived thoughts and visualize the bright aura. Imagine yourself changing your internal magnet and repositioning your compass. And they've enhanced it with clove and cedar oils, as well as basil and clove herbs. And they've included a special mixture of their magical oils in here. And then, let's see what else is in the box. Okay, we have dragon blood ritual incense. So I know a lot of people are familiar with the dragon blood incense, and they talk about it here, about using it for protection, also healing to surround you. And it's a commonly used incense, and the dragon blood provides us with the greatest ability to recover, recoup, and revitalize our auric field. And this could be used now as Mercury now is going, finished his retrograde and is going forward. So it's kind of recouping some of that stuck energy or the things that we need to do the internal work with. Then the next is the Wisdom Prosperity artwork. And this is the goddess Benten. And she's often shown with her white dragon. And so this is, let's see if it's, they've got. So this is her thing is she's the guide to provide us support and give us knowledge and wisdom. And then it's kind of interesting. She goes by different names, and she is an entity, a goddess of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Shinto. And she's closely linked to the Hindu goddess of wisdom and the arts. And so she has a water element, water and earth, and her celestial influence is the moon, earth, and Venus. And it says one of the 7 Shinto spirits of fortune. Benten is the goddess of everything that flows: water, time, words, speech, eloquence, music, by extension, and knowledge. Her other attributes encompass financial fortune, talent, and beauty. She often appears with an instrument, a stringed instrument, and she sometimes is also incorporated like a Shinto shrine around her, and which symbolizes transitioning from the mundane to the sacred. Anytime we come up upon a shrine, I'm sure you've been places where there's been a shrine erected. It just may be some stones. It may actually be a deity or god or a goddess. That's that sacred spot where you can stop and say a prayer, ask for help. And she's also accompanied by the white dragon. She is a protector of the people and a patron of artists, writers, dancers, and amongst others. So this is beautiful to put into the Shadows book or to have out to frame. And then the last thing we have is the last on the box? That's the last on the list. Okay, this is an oracle card, and this is called Air Dragon. Helps you rise above earthly matters. And this is communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. And let's see if it shows where, okay, it's from the Dragon Oracle cards, and it's an oracle deck by Diana Cooper, and the artwork is by Carla Lee Morrow. And I think Diana has several dragon decks, but this message is beautiful. And so is everything in the box. So one more look at our beautiful dragon. As always, I wish you well. Peace always. Happy solstice. Until we meet again. Be well.